Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today we're diving into Emotional Intelligence for Sales Success, Connect with Customers and Get Results by Colleen Stanley. This book isn't your typical sales manual filled with closing techniques and scripts. Instead, it explores the often overlooked world of emotional intelligence and how mastering these soft skills can lead to hard sales results. In today's sales landscape, product knowledge is readily available, and traditional sales tactics often fall flat. This is where EI comes in, offering a new way to connect with customers and drive success. Stanley argues that traditional sales training often misses a crucial element, the knowing-doing gap. Salespeople often know what they should do: ask open-ended questions, understand customer needs, manage expectations, but in the heat of the moment, they falter. The book posits that this gap is bridged by emotional intelligence. What exactly is EI? It's the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and recognize and influence the emotions of others. This includes skills like self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. The book draws on the EQI 2.0 assessment, a tool used to measure EI competencies. Stanley highlights research demonstrating the link between high EI and sales success, citing studies from organizations like the U.S. Air Force, American Express, and L'Oreal, where salespeople with high EI consistently outperformed their colleagues. The book explains that the human brain plays a significant role in how we interact in sales situations. Stanley emphasizes the importance of selling to the old brain, or the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for emotional responses. When a prospect feels threatened or unsafe, their amygdala triggers a fight, flight, or freeze response, shutting down rational thinking. Traditional sales tactics like always be closing can inadvertently activate this response. Instead, Stanley advocates for creating a safe and non-threatening environment where customers feel comfortable sharing their needs and concerns. Stanley links EI to every stage of the sales process, starting with prospecting. She points out that a lack of delayed gratification can lead to inconsistent prospecting efforts. Salespeople who prioritize instant gratification tend to give up easily when faced with rejection or slow progress. They often become busy with activities, but not productive, failing to strategically plan their outreach. She emphasizes the importance of analyzing past successes and failures to identify what works and focusing on activities that generate the best results. She also introduces the concept of fishing where the fish are, targeting prospects who are a good fit for your product or service, based not only on demographics, but also psychographics, such as their attitudes and values. Moving on to likability, Stanley challenges the idea that trust is built quickly. She argues that likability is the first step toward trust and a crucial element in sales success. Self-regard, the ability to like and accept yourself, is foundational for likability. Authenticity and confidence, which stem from preparation and a deep understanding of your product or service, enhance likability. Empathy, the ability to understand others' perspectives, is another essential component, allowing salespeople to connect with customers on a deeper level. Stanley suggests creating a McKay 66 to learn more about your customers' lives and build stronger relationships. Finally, she notes that self-actualized salespeople, those driven by continuous improvement, tend to be more likable and bring more value to their customers. Managing expectations is another critical skill discussed in the book. Stanley emphasizes the importance of setting clear expectations from the outset, establishing yourself as a partner, not just a vendor. This includes being assertive about the time required for meetings, the necessary attendees, and the roles and responsibilities of each party. She encourages salespeople to adopt a mindset of seeking the truth and doing the right thing, rather than simply focusing on closing the deal. This involves asking tough questions, bringing up potential objections proactively, and even being willing to walk away from an opportunity if it's not a good fit. This approach builds trust and strengthens relationships, leading to more successful outcomes in the long run. Stanley further extends expectation management to client interactions, advocating for clear communication about each party's role in project success and addressing potential problems before they occur. Questioning skills are another area where EI plays a crucial role. Stanley highlights the tendency of salespeople to jump into solutions too quickly, often driven by a lack of impulse control. She introduces the 3Ws formula for effective questioning. Why is this a problem? What is the current impact of the problem? What will be the future impact if the problem isn't solved? She encourages salespeople to challenge their prospects' thinking, asking questions that make their brains hurt. This process helps uncover the real pain points and ensures that proposed solutions are aligned with the client's needs. Stanley emphasizes the importance of determining the prospect's commitment to change, recognizing that stated desires don't always translate into action. Reaching decision makers is another key aspect of the sales process addressed in the book. Stanley goes beyond simply identifying buying influences and discusses how people make decisions. She introduces the DISC communication model, which categorizes individuals into 4 personality types: driver, influencer, steady relator, and cautious thinker. Understanding these personality types allows salespeople to tailor their communication style and approach to each individual, increasing the likelihood of connection and influence. Stanley stresses the importance of assertiveness in scheduling meetings with all key decision-makers, emphasizing that good prospects respect a salesperson who clearly states their needs. Next, the book tackles the often uncomfortable topic of checkbook, getting paid what you're worth. Stanley encourages salespeople to examine their own relationship with money and how past experiences might be influencing their ability to discuss budget and pricing with confidence. She also highlights the importance of recognizing negotiation tactics used by prospects and responding strategically rather than emotionally. She emphasizes the power of being willing to walk away from a deal, a mindset that comes from having a full sales pipeline and a strong belief in the value you bring. This conviction allows salespeople to stand their ground during negotiations and avoid discounting prematurely. Shifting from individual skills to organizational culture, Stanley discusses the key traits of emotionally intelligent sales cultures. These cultures prioritize learning, viewing training and development as an investment, not an expense. They foster collaboration, recognizing that teamwork is essential for success in today's competitive landscape. They also encourage generosity, both within the organization and in the wider community, recognizing that giving back fosters goodwill and contributes to overall success. She contrasts learning organizations with those stuck in the mastery gap, where fear of discomfort prevents the adoption of new skills and approaches. Finally, the book addresses sales leadership, highlighting the EI skills necessary for effective management. Consistent behavior, aligned words and actions, a focus on teaching and coaching, and the ability to deliver tough love are all crucial for developing a high-performing sales team. Stanley emphasizes the importance of recognizing and celebrating successes, inspiring the team, and even incorporating fun into the workplace. She stresses the need for sales leaders to be all-weather managers, consistent and reliable regardless of external circumstances. In conclusion, Emotional Intelligence for Sales Success offers a refreshing perspective on how to thrive in today's complex selling environment. It's not enough to simply master traditional sales techniques. The key takeaway is that emotional intelligence is the game changer. By understanding and managing your own emotions, recognizing and influencing the emotions of others, and fostering a positive and supportive sales culture, you can build stronger relationships, close more deals, and achieve greater success. Here are some easy-to-remember heuristics from the book. Schedule downtime. Regularly disconnect from technology and reflect on your sales interactions to identify areas for improvement. Change your story. Reframe negative self-talk and limiting beliefs to create a more positive and productive mindset. Fish. Where the fish are. Focus your prospecting efforts on ideal clients who are a good fit for your product or service. Know, relate, build. Likability. Make an effort to understand your customers' lives and build genuine connections. Set and manage expectations. Be assertive about your needs and establish clear expectations for both yourself and your clients. Ask, don't tell. Prioritize asking questions and listening to your prospects' stories to uncover their real pain points. Show me the money. Qualify opportunities thoroughly to ensure prospects are willing and able to invest in your solutions. People over process. Foster a sales culture that prioritizes learning, collaboration, and generosity. Be consistent. As a leader, model the behavior you expect from your team and provide consistent support and guidance. Have fun. Remember to incorporate fun into the workplace to reduce stress and boost morale. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.